Hey guys, I am here with Immortals Xmithie. You guys had an 0-2 week. It was a rough start. I know, super sad. Now, was this just a bad weekend for you guys, or did something happen?
I think it's just a lot of, like, especially TSM, they showed that our weaknesses in game, and we haven't been improving that much since, like, everyone was going pretty well, and then we were just focusing on our strengths, not really just honing our weaknesses or just try to help on it, but we were just mainly focusing on the positive. And this week, like, a lot of teams, or the two teams, showed that they can also, like, just pretty much just screw us over.
Now, does losing like the security of the top spot, does that affect you or the team, or is that something where that's just like a standing, we're going to make up for it in the next few weeks?
Well, that's not really my main goal since at the beginning of summer. My main goal was always just to go to Worlds, even though it's on the Gauntlet. I don't think we can get points at all. So it's like either first place or Gauntlet. And that's the only thing that we're focusing on. And yeah, like getting in the standings can give us a higher chance, but we're mainly focusing on improving.
Now, I want to ask you about your games against P1. You guys were almost there both ways, went all the way to game 3. But right now, everyone is crazy about Mike Young, this little jungler, right? And he's only had 2 weeks of competitive time in the LCS, where you have had, what, 5 years now? 5 years now? So what do you think about Mike Young coming into the scene?
I think he's a really good jungler. Mentality-wise, he's up there, like on like LCS teams. Like usually, if people get behind, they usually like just like cuddle in a ball and just let the other team like run over. And their team is like pretty new also, so like they're also still in the honeymoon phase. Like we've been in the honeymoon phase, and then like everyone's trying to realize that we have to work as like twice as hard to stay at the top. And yeah, like for P1, they brought in Alex or Expo too, and he's also a veteran, so he probably helps a lot for Mike. Yeah, and I can see them going up from now on.
So do you and other players like really think when you see players jumping around for all these big roster swaps? Like, do you guys ever think, oh, they're going over there, or?
I was actually talking to Alex yesterday, and I said, like, do you guys want to go out next week? And it's like, I have Rift Rivals. I'm like, oh, you're P1 now. I was like, oh, okay. Well, sometimes you just forget. People always focus on their own team, so. Yeah, like if we're playing against them, then yeah, I should have probably known that it was in P1, but yeah, that's pretty much.
So speaking of Rift Rivals, a lot of people wanted to see you guys go over to EU. Are you kind of bummed about that situation, or are you gonna take a week for vacation?
I'm not really bummed about it because like we didn't really deserve it because it was for last year. Yeah, we're mainly focusing on trying to work through our weaknesses, and we don't really have much of a break, and like except for maybe tomorrow. And like the weekend, there's like 1 day weekend, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna come back stronger. Is it next week? 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Well, are you doing anything special for 4th of July? Anime Expo's in town.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow actually as a team in Monday. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're probably just hang around. We'll go with my team because I don't really know any new anime or last season. Attack on Titan actually, I might buy one something.
That'll be good. They have a lot of. I got a sneak peek of it. They have the huge Attack on Titan head. It's crazy. Everyone's in cosplay. Like Ichu head, like this big.
Oh. I don't really care.
Well, don't get too close to it then, because it'll eat you then. Is there anything that you'd like to say to your Immortals fans out there?
Well, we're sorry for it's not really a downward spiral, but just like this week, I guess it's like pretty hard for us, and especially the fans, and hopefully you guys still support us. And yeah.
I know you and Immortals. It's just like a tiny little bump in the road before you guys take off again. Well, Xmithie, thank you so much for this interview. And for everyone else, you could check out more of our interviews and content right here. Hey everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the overwhelming support that I've received from you guys, whether it's through donations or my Amazon wishlist. Neil and Miguel, shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. If you guys would like to continue supporting me, you could check me out at ovally.com/support. Thanks, guys. Naruto instead.